So we talked about contouring and how it's kind of creating shadows, and those shadows kind of diminish certain areas of your face. It takes attention away from those areas. Well, highlighting is actually brightening certain areas to bring attention to those areas. So again, together, highlighting and contouring are creating this really good dimension into your face. Where you have foundation, everything is really flat. Now you're creating shadows and bright highlights, so you're gonna really bring dimension back into your face. So we already have our contouring done. We've got some shadows on your face. Now we're going to highlight and brighten certain areas. Now, where do you do that? One of the areas I've already showed you actually. It's when I concealed my under eyes, I also brightened. So I used my light concealer and white concealer under my eyes in a triangle to really brighten my eyes and bring focus to my eyes and kind of bring them forward and look a little bit brighter. Okay, so that's one area. Another area is the middle of your forehead. Again, especially if you have a larger forehead, we put the contour to create a shadow, and then we're gonna put a little brightening spot in the middle to highlight it and bring it forward. You're also gonna do kind of your brow bones. Any high points on your face that you want to bring forward is where you're going to put highlight. Now you have a couple of options when it comes to highlighting. You can use matte tones to make it look really natural. So your matte tones would be our Snow ShadowSense, our white concealer, or even our Whisper Pink, which is like a lightish pinkish white. It's so pretty. So those are all really great options for matte highlighting. Now, if you're a darker skin tone, Sandstone Pearl or maybe even our Candlelight would be great options for you as well. So this would be our Candlelight. For me, this is a great concealer, but if you're darker skin tone, this is like a highlight for you. Same with our light concealer, okay? So if you're darker skin toned, our light concealer or our Candlelight or our Sandstone Pearl would be another great, some other great options for you as well, okay? The other option you have is like a shimmery highlight, okay? This is gonna really catch the light and it's gonna make it shimmer a little bit. So for those options, you have Pink Opal Shimmer, which is a really nice pearlescent color. Speaking of pearlescent, we have our PEARLIZER, which of course is our amazing highlighting glow. So this is like a champagne-y color. It looks so natural. It's gorgeous, okay? So now these I don't use under my eyes, okay? These I stick mainly towards the shimmery colors. I'll use under my eyebrow or the top of my cheekbones, but I don't usually use them under my eyes or the middle of my forehead, okay? So you can use a mix and match as well. So now, a lot of times when I highlight under my eyes, then I'll use the extra and put it up here. So I already have a little bit of this going on in my concealer, but I'm going to show you how to kind of take it up a notch. I had it blended in before, with my light concealer, but look at how this white blends in really nicely. Okay, so it doesn't look white, okay? It blends in really nicely to the rest of our creamy cosmetics. And again, I use my finger, and then I use this brush, to blend it in a little bit more, okay? So you can use that. And then, a little bit up here, okay? And again, you just kind of blend. This is, again, I think like an inverted triangle kind of shape. I don't make a triangle because you're not going to actually see the shape, but just try to concentrate it right here. And of course it's wider out here and narrower in the middle, okay? Another great area to do is the tip of your nose. If you want your nose to stand out a little bit, you put it a little bit on the tip of your nose, okay? And then the tip of your chin is another area a lot of people will highlight, okay? I've already kind of mentioned how usually I don't highlight my chin, I contour it actually, but I just want you to see all your options, okay? So isn't that crazy? I used white, but it blends so nicely. It doesn't look white. It just kind of helps bring it out. Okay, so the middle, so you know how I contoured the outer sides of my nose? Now you can highlight the center part. So again, it's going to really like accentuate that shadow when you do that. Okay. And there you go. Super easy. Brightening is like, it's super easy. Like contouring and highlighting sounds really scary, but when you break it down into each step, it's like super, super simple, okay? Oh, under my eyebrows. Okay. That was a little bit more than I needed. Quite enough. So again, you can use a little brush to blend it in, or you could even use your finger. Okay. This just kind of helps brighten up the area under your brow to make your brow bones seem like they're a little more prominent, okay? So that's gonna be the same thing with your cheekbones, okay? So I haven't put blush on yet, but let me show you. Let me see if this works, okay? Usually I'll put my blush on first, and then I'll put like the highlight on top of it if I'm using like a shimmery highlight. But for purposes of having everything broken down step by step, we don't have the blush on yet, but I do want to show you highlighting my cheekbones. So we're lightening the area above our cheekbones to make them, it kind of accentuates the shadow a little bit more. Okay? And there you go. Ta-da! Now I have so much dimension back into my face. Like, it almost seems like, you know, blush isn't necessary at this point, but it's still a good idea to have some healthy color back into your cheeks. But now I've got that like give and take going on my face, so it's more like appealing to the eye, okay? It's all about tricking. I saw some quote about, you know, like contouring and highlighting as like witchcraft to like maneuver the bone structure of your face, and it kind of is, okay? So there you go. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'd be happy to help you figure out which color or product would be best for you to highlight with.